Good morning, children. So today we are dealing with a continuation of what we have learned. We were learning about the forest types. We had learned about different types of forest. You learned about tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest. You learned what is temperate evergreen and temperate deciduous forest. So you are now moving on to the next type of forest or vegetation cover, that is Mediterranean vegetation. From the as the name denotes, this type of vegetation is mainly found near to the Mediterranean Sea. In Europe, Africa and Asia you can see Mediterranean vegetation. So on the east and in the northern portion we have temperate evergreen and deciduous forest. In the west and the southwestern regions we have the Mediterranean vegetation. So here the peculiarity of these areas is that these areas have hot dry summer and mild rainy winters. So that means summers are hot and dry and winters are mild and rainy. So these climatic conditions help these areas or the people living here to cultivate citrus fruits. Citrus fruits means it includes fruits like mangoes, then oranges, grapes, olives, etc. So such type of fruits are mostly cultivated in India, in these Mediterranean areas, and you cannot see too much wildlife here. Then another peculiarity of these Mediterranean areas is that this vegetation cover is now mostly cleared by people, mainly for the cultivation of citrus fruits. So this is related to Mediterranean vegetation. Now next type of vegetation cover that you see is coniferous forest, which is also called as taiga. Coniferous forest is also known as taiga vegetation, and coniferous forests are usually found in high latitudes, mainly in the northern hemisphere. Higher latitudes of northern hemisphere you can find this coniferous trees. It is a cone in shape like this. I think you might have seen such type of trees, trees mainly in the mountain areas. Now these include tall and soft evergreen trees, and the wood of these trees are mainly used for making pulp. Then matchboxes are also etc. are made out of these coniferous trees, which is mainly found here. And mainly the trees or coniferous forest or the trees here include chir, pine, cedar, etc. So these are the different varieties of trees that is being found in the coniferous forest, and animals like silver fox, polar bear, then mink, etc. are the different types of animals that is found in the coniferous areas. So you had already learned about the different types of forests. Next you are learning about grasslands. So grassland means, from the term grassland, you will be knowing it's an area or acres of areas of land fully covered with grass. So grasslands are again divided into two: tropical grassland and temperate grassland. So tropical grasslands, as you learned in the tropical forest, you had learned tropical means it's the area from the equator up to the tropics, that is Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So tropical grasslands are also found on either side of the equator, that is up to the tropics, that is Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So grasslands, this type of tropical grasslands are found in areas of very low rainfall, and these grass can grow up to a height of about 3 to 4 meters. And these grasslands are known by different names in different areas. That is, in Africa the same grassland is known by the name savanna. In Brazil it's known as Campos, and in Venezuela it's called as Llano. So it's the same grassland itself, but known by different names in different areas. Now these grasslands are areas of where you can find a lot of animals which feed on grass. They include elephants, zebra, then deer, giraffe, leopard, etc. So these are different types of animals that you find in the tropical grasslands. And we will be moving on to temperate grasslands. Temperate grasslands are found in the mid latitudinal zones as well as in the interior parts of the continents, and these are short compared to the tropical grasslands. The temperate grasslands are very short and they are nutritious also, and these grasslands are also known by different names. In Argentina it is called pampas. In North America, it is called prairies. In South Africa, they are known by the name as veld. In Asia, you call it as steppes, and in Australia, they are called as downs. So, these are also areas where you can see a lot of wild animals like wild buffaloes, bisons, antelopes, etc. So, I hope you understood what is tropical and temperate vegetation. Sorry, tropical and temperate grasslands. Next is thorny bushes. See, thorny bushes are usually found in areas where there is less than 100 centimeters of rainfall per year. Now, in these thorny bushes, you can see small bushes as well as stunted forest. And peculiarity of the plants that grow in this thorny forest is that they have long roots. They penetrate deep into the soil, and they have fleshy leaves also and sharp spines. So, these are the peculiarities that you can see in thorny bushes. Now, next is the cultivation that you see in the polar regions. Polar regions, you can see small vegetation like mosses and lichens, and very less vegetation is being found here because of the extreme cold climatic conditions. And this type of vegetation is called as tundra vegetation. You call it as tundra vegetation here. And these vegetation is also grown only during short summer seasons. During summer seasons, the ice will be melting, and you can see this small plants sprouting out. And other times it will be fully covered with ice and snow. And very few animals are found here. And the peculiarity of these animals is that they have very thick fur on their body in order to protect themselves from this extreme cold. And now the animals found here include seal, walruses, then Arctic owls, polar bears are there, snow foxes. These are some of the varieties of animals that you can see in the polar region. So, I hope you understood all the topics that is being discussed in 2 classes. Thank you.